Hey guys, it's Ashley here from Custom Sparkle Designs. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to prep a cup and then do a spray paint ombre. We're gonna make this a mermaid under the water cup. So we're gonna do a couple techniques on this cup over the course of the next day or so. Our first step is to lightly sand the cup. This allows the adhesive to get any adhesive off, the paint to stick better. You just want to go all the way around and give it something to grip to. And then you want to clean it before you spray. I use 91% alcohol. So I just spritz and then take a cotton pad and wipe it down. This gets any metal grindings off. So as you can see, we definitely got some junk off. You want to be careful, try not to touch the cup and get fingerprints, because you'll have fingerprints in your paint if you do. All right, so our three colors for our ombre are here. We're gonna do dark, medium, and light. We're gonna start with the light. My light's gonna be at the top, my medium in the middle, and then the dark at the bottom, like you're looking up through water. So you want to start at either end. Well, in this case, we'll start at the top, and this is new paint. So you want to give a light coat. We're going to aim for just the bottom, the top third of this cup. It's upside down. So we're going to just lightly go through. Try not to get any runs. It's okay if you do get some runs. This is a base coat. Okay. Then we'll go for our darkest color on the bottom next. If you're overlapping paint, you want to make sure you wait. You want to make sure you're waiting at least 10 to 15 minutes in between coats. Since I'm not overlapping here, I can spray right away on the bottom. All right, so now we're gonna give it about 10 minutes just to dry, and we'll be back on. Okay guys, we're working on the spray paint ombre. We've sprayed our darkest color twice and let it sit, and our lightest color twice and let it sit. Now we're gonna come back over the middle with our medium color. So you, again, just wanna do light coats, let it sit for 10 minutes, come back, do another light coat. So we're gonna go ahead. That's it. We'll let it sit and come back and do another coat. We've already done a ombre paint style on this cup. We're going for an underwater look. So we're gonna do the smoke technique next. So I think the easiest way is to use a tiki torch. I always, for safety, have some water nearby that I can douse it if I needed. So here we go. We're gonna light our tiki torch. You can see it's already smoking. That's exactly what we want. So we're gonna take our cup and just run it through the smoke. You wanna make sure that you're doing this on a freshly painted cup. This can't be done on epoxy. And it's up to you how heavy you want the smoke effect to be on the cup. If it's not enough, you just kind of keep going. There are other ways to do this effect. Some people use a popsicle stick with electrical tape that they burn, or a spoon. This is so much easier. It takes seconds to do and it looks pretty cool. So like I said, I was looking for that underwater kind of feel. And that's it. So we're gonna seal it with spray sealer before we paint, before we epoxy, and we'll go from there. Next step for this cup is a coat of epoxy. I'll decal. I'm gonna put a tattoo on there and then do some hand painting with alcohol inks on the tattoo before it gets a final coat of epoxy. Today we are wrapping up our mermaid tattoo cup. So far we've already learned how to do an ombre spray paint, a smoke effect, and for this cup we're gonna apply a mermaid tattoo to give her an underwater look. The first step in this is to trim around the edges so you understand how your tattoo is going to lay. The one thing I would caution with a tattoo is you get one shot. It's not like a water slide that you can reposition. Once it's down, it's down. So first step is to peel the clear carrier off. You're going to want to have your cup ready. So pick which side looks best to you. God, I love this cup. All right, so we're just gonna layer down. Like I said, once she's stuck, she's stuck. So you're gonna smooth it and then take a really wet rag and just like you would for your kids on their arm, soak the tattoo paper. This helps the image release from the paper. You're gonna just move it around, hold it for probably a good 30 seconds, firmly pressing. Make sure the whole image is wet, so I have some dry spots I need to get wet. If you need to re-wet your towel and keep doing this, if it doesn't look like it's coming off, you definitely should. Like, the paper should be drenched. Alrighty, so I think that's probably gonna be good. We're gonna just take an edge and slowly peel back. And our image is now on the cup. It looks like I have a few air bubbles. Is okay. We're gonna try and flatten her out still. We're gonna take our wet rag and do it. Okay, so that's our tattoo. Now we're gonna give this a little bit to dry, and then I'm gonna take some blue aqua alcohol inks and go over her tail and just kind of further detail her out. You can see a lot of the color of my cup through her, which is pretty cool. And now we're getting ready to alcohol ink some more details into the mermaid. So for this, we're gonna use some Marabou inks, alcohol inks, and Tim Holtz. So it doesn't really matter what kind of alcohol ink you use, so whatever you have on hand is fine. For this, we're gonna do some aqua greens, teals, pool blue, and a metallic purple. So we're just gonna kind of get to it. I'm gonna start with my purple to put in my highlights. So just painting a little bit'll do ya. You don't want to lay it on too thick because it will run. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Allow it to dry, and then I'm gonna spritz it with some alcohol and wipe it off so that it'll give a more watery look to it. So don't worry that it's so dark. I think that's it for my purple. I'm gonna start working in from my greenest to my bluest next. For this, I'm gonna continue with the same brush because I'm gonna mix my colors just a little bit here. There's so much sparkle, it's blinding me. So now what I'm gonna do is just take my 91% alcohol. I'm gonna spray it on my cloth and just lightly dab off and blend what I've got here. Just so it's not so sharp of a line. And just like makeup, you want to blend up versus down into your shadows. If you drag towards your shadows, you make it a big dark spot versus some of the highlights we're looking for. So that's pretty much what we got. I could go over her again to darken her up a little bit where I need to, but this is really what we're doing. You just kind of come in with the inks, add more as you go. Start off light, go darker as you need to. Thanks for joining us.